Recently I read an article, and in that article was a question written by someone who was probably new to the great outdoors. They asked the question, what is a tinder bundle and what is a bird's nest? Those of us who use wilderness skills and enjoy bushcraft oftentimes use a language that many people are not familiar with. And so today I want to address that and help you with one of the great fundamental skills in fire building. Today on Wilderness Academy, let's talk about bird's nests and tinder bundles, and in particular, let's show you exactly how to use them. There's a wide array of opinions in the world of bushcraft about tinder bundles and bird's nests. I want to talk to you first of all about a tinder bundle. They're made from dry, fluffy, fibrous materials, and more important than exactly what a tinder bundle is the purpose of your tinder bundle. A tinder bundle serves three main purposes, and this is important. Number one, to catch a spark. Number two, to take that spark or that ember and coax it into flame. And number three, to have that tinder bundle burn hot and long enough to ignite your kindling. That's the most important thing to learn about a tinder bundle. I would divide tinder materials into three categories. The first being store-bought, and there are a number of them available in many good outdoor stores. One of the best is made by UST, Ultimate Survival Technologies, and it's called Wet Fire. It's a wonderful tinder to have in your bug-out bag or in your backpack or to take with you into the woods, and it burns even when it's wet. Another one of my favorites is called Tinder Quick, and that's another great one that you can find in many good stores. There are other materials that are impregnated with accelerants that take flame or take spark and help you in your fire building, and there's nothing wrong with having a store-bought tinder material with you in your pack. The second category of tinder materials is homemade. Probably none more famous than a cotton ball soaked in petroleum jelly. They accept a spark easily and burn for quite some time. I've seen cardboard that's been soaked in wax, dryer lint, char cloth. There's all kinds of materials that you can make at home instead of buying things in the store and keep them in your pack to help your fire building. The third category of tinder materials would be natural. Those are the ones that you find in the woods when you're out and about. Think dry, think fibrous, and think fluffy. Cattail fluff, pine needles, birch bark paper, dry grass. There's all kinds of things in the woods that you can use to make your own tinder, and I often gather them in a bag and keep them in my pack, and they can help you when you're building fire. The most important fundamental in fire is preparation, preparing for your fire. 95% of your success rate is going to be determined by what you do before you ever cast a spark or before you ever ignite a flame. The success of your fire is usually determined in that first minute, and 9 times out of 10, it's your tinder bundle that will determine that success. There are three main reasons why people fail in fire building. Number one is lack of knowledge. They just don't know what they're doing. Number two is lack of preparation. They haven't taken the time to build a fire, to prepare a fire, to understand exactly how fire works. And number three is a lack of resources. Sometimes you just can't help it. You're in a place where resources are limited, or things are soaking wet, and it's difficult. But if you understand some of the fundamentals that we're showing you today, you'll be successful most of the time. a small tinder bundle that I've prepared, and it's all natural, right here from the woods. Birch bark paper, shavings off of a dry dead tree. I've got it wrapped in a little bigger piece of birch bark to hold it when I blow it into flame. Then I'll transfer it into the bird's nest. There's my bird's nest made out of natural materials as well. Birch paper, birch bark, shavings off of a dead dry tree. I've got them about the size of a softball, which is about the size I usually use. And when I get my tinder bundle ignited into flame, I'll lay it at the base of that. And I've got all of my other materials ready to go, and hopefully we can get a fire started, because it's 19 degrees and my fingers are getting cold.